Hi guys, welcome back to GP Reactions. My name is Gail. Welcome to my channel. So I've not done many reactions for a while. Been very busy and very tired. Back to do some reactions tonight, and yeah, I've done a couple, and this will be the third one I'm doing. So when I get into like a bit of a groove of doing reactions, I really enjoy it. I don't know when to stop. But obviously there are times when I just don't get a chance. So yeah, this is great. I've got 2 weeks off, and I really want to make the most of it, and yeah, get back into doing some YouTube uploads and stuff. So thanks to everybody that subscribed, commented, suggested music to listen to, donated to buy me a coffee. And if you do donate to buy me a coffee, you can get to hear this reaction pretty much straight away to any song that you suggest. So I'm well up for that, and I've had some great suggestions in the past through Buy Me a Coffee. Learned a lot about music. So yeah, this is a track by a band I've already covered from an album I've already covered. So this is Living Colour. The track is called Elvis is Dead. It's from the album Time's Up. I think I reacted to Type, and that was a long time ago actually. I believe this is a live version of the Arsenio Hall show. I think Arsenio Hall, I seem to remember him in Coming to America. I'm sure he's been in a lot of other stuff. Um, and yeah, this track it also apparently features Little Richard, so that'd be interesting to see how that plays out. It's track 7 on, like I said, on the album Time's Up from 1990. I believe this show is, I think this episode is from 1990, so hopefully won't get blocked. So we have Living Colour, we have Corey Glover on vocals. Now somebody told me that Corey Glover was also in the movie Platoon, but yeah, I never put that together. I'm going to have to watch Platoon just to actually see. We've got Vernon Reid on lead guitar, Muzz Skilling on bass, and William Calhorn on drums. So without further ado, we're looking forward to this, another live performance.
I love these guys.
Yeah, I recognize
Their
this
first
guy.
album, Vivid, tore up the charts, and now they've got a ferocious new album called Time's Up, and fortunately for all of us, their time is right now. Performing Elvis is Dead.
Very smooth.
And everybody... Are you ready to rock and roll? Well, everybody get up on your feet then. Performing Elvis is Dead. This is the very live, living color.
Yo, Corey, man.
Yeah, man, what's up?
I heard Elvis is mulatto. Word.
What?
Just imagine watching Elvis shopping for fresh fruit. You can't cause Elvis is dead. 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 Elvis is dead.
Do you know what's crazy is that, I mean, this was 1990, Elvis died in 1977. I think he was definitely in his early 40s, maybe 40. I'm not sure. But I do remember that he died in 1977, and it was a big thing back then. So this is only like 13 years later. And I also remember in the 90s that people kept coming up with stories that they'd seen Elvis. So I'm guessing that this song is kind of based on those sort of conspiracy theories. And there's a lot of them about where people have supposedly died, but they haven't. They're being protected. They've had that they've been working for the CIA or something, and they've gone into a kind of protection program where they've changed their identity and everything. And it's just it's crazy, you know. But I get what he's saying about this, you know. I think, you know, we what's it? Um, like there's a word, canonize people to such a degree that they become, kind of living gods, and so when they die, you're actually convinced they're not dead and they're still alive. So this is, I guess that this is satirical, and it's sort of say, it's yeah, he's alive if he was in a tacky white jumpsuit as a zombie, but yeah, he's dead. But I'm loving the energy of this. Type was very similar. I felt that Type was a little bit more serious. This feels a little bit more tongue in cheek. Just a fantastic energy this band has, and yeah, the amazing guitarists actually as well. I've watched guitar. I don't know what song it was now, but it was one that I didn't know, and it's just incredible guitarist. Very underrated. Oh, the bass.
Elvis was a hero, but that's beside the point. A black man from my city, and then he was crowned king. The purpose of Elvis to dangerous for the masses. They cleaned him up and sent him to Vegas. And now the mass are his slaves. Yes, slave. Even from the grave. Come on, Elvis is dead. Say Elvis is dead. Say Elvis is dead. What? Elvis is dead.
Presley was a good performer. On stage was an occupier. He even said this man got sick and low when he died.
Elvis is dead.
To all you people making money on that, I do see. Don't you feel ashamed?
Elvis is dead. 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 Elvis has left the building.
Now this is fantastic.
I got a reason to believe.
Do you know what? It says featuring Little Richard. I didn't expect Little Richard to appear on stage. I don't know why. I expected it to be maybe like just the sound of it. I don't know why I didn't expect him to be on stage. 'Cause I thought because this is like somebody else's show, that he just wouldn't be there. But do you know what? That took me by surprise that bit. I'm gonna have to take that back a bit.
Elvis is dead. Elvis has left the building.
Well, let me just. Somebody just take that back.
To all you people making money on that, I do see. Don't you feel ashamed?
Elvis is dead. 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 Elvis has left the building. I got a reason to believe we all gonna be received at Graceland. I got a reason to believe we all gonna be received at Graceland.
That was crazy. I don't know why I kind of lost my voice. I think it's because Little Richard has that effect, but that was incredible. Honestly didn't expect Little Richard to be appearing on this. Just kind of came out of nowhere and disappeared up the stairs into the auditorium. But I loved the fact he just carried on sort of singing. I remember "Good Golly Miss Molly." That used to be a fun song to listen to. Um, and I also remember Little Richard in I'm sure he was in Down and Out in Beverly Hills as well as one of the neighbors. Anyway, let's segue in. Transgressed. This was like such a fun track. Um, Times Up must be a really good album. I wonder how many other tracks I've got on there that are really, really interesting. So I listened to Type, listened to Elvis is Dead. Um, and yeah, I mean, like I said, it brought back a lot of memories about the stories that you'd read in the tabloids about Elvis has been seen, in a petrol station, in a gas station, I should say, or in a supermarket, in a grocery store in the US, and it's some of the looks are kind of really funny. It's just kind of like flick through. I mean, I'd done a picture of zombie Elvis in a tacky white jumpsuit. Just imagine a rotting Elvis shopping for fresh fruit. And that was one of the anecdotes that I kind of heard was people seen shopping for fruit in a grocery store. When a king died, he was all alone. I heard that he died. He was on his throne. It's very true. Alas, poor Elvis, they made us know you well. That's is that a play on Shakespeare? Now you dwell forever in a heartbreak hotel. That's nicely rhymed. That's good poetry. Elvis was a hero to most, but that's beside the point. A black man taught him how to sing, and then he was crowned king. Yeah, I don't know too much about Elvis, or about how he got into singing. So yeah, the thing about Living Colour is I get that it's quite sort of kind of entertaining music, but there's a slight political edge to their songs. Um, but yeah, just little Richard coming in at the end. That was fantastic. I mean, that was a really good performance. The bass and just those guitars again, just absolutely amazing performance. Let's have a look to see what people say. 100 comments. How many people have seen this? 79,000 views. When Little Richard walks into the audience, the row of four people in white shirts. Oh, is my mom, dad, and aunt and uncle. Okay, well, that's kudos. Did you ever listen to what Little Richard said? To all your pimps making money off his name, how'd you sleep? Don't you feel the shame? He went through the test. He's out of his mess. Be my guest and let him rest. That's the line on the record, but he kind of flubs it. Bottom line, he's not dissing Elvis nor this song. Living Colour, Little Richard. Who was the guy on there? I wonder if they mentioned who's. Oh, wait a minute. Angelo Moore, Fishbone on sax. That sax was just insane. Let's have a quick listen to that. 'Cause I kind of like it came in and then I sort of kind of glossed over it. Um, yeah, I don't know why that sax kind of reminded me of the sax from Ian Jury and the Blockheads. Hit me with your rhythm stick. It was kind of very, very choppy, not sort of smooth and romantic. And I kind of love that. It kind of gives the song a little bit of edginess and energy to it.
We all won't be a city. And now the mass is dead. Say, Elvis is dead. Oh, he has died. Elvis is out.
And I love their guitar breaks. Living Colour. I think I've heard. Can't think what the song was now, but yeah, he's just an amazing guitarist. This guy. Both of them are actually the bassist as well. Really slapping that bass.
Elvis was a hero, but that's beside the point. A black man from Boston, and then he was crowned king. The purpose of Elvis to dangerous for the Nazis. They cleaned him up and sent him to Vegas. And now the mass are his slaves. Yes, slave. Even from the grave. Come on, Elvis is dead. Say, Elvis is dead. Say, Elvis.
I love the way they suddenly can completely sort of change. It goes from very kind of high tempo guitar. They can really sort of slow it down without it seem like a little bit, without it seeming disjointed. I noticed that with type as well. They could like change it up and change it down. It was really seamless. These guys really know what they're doing. They're fantastic musicians. Um, Corey Glover's voice as well. It's um, it's kind of like soulful but powerful, but you can sort of like feel that really edgy um energy as well. You know that you have for rock. He's very got really versatile voice, and obviously his stage presence is like, I mean, the lycra and all that kind of stuff, jumping around, and the outlandish kind of like jacket that he's wearing. Yeah, it's just overall, this is it's must watching this band live must have been an absolutely amazing experience. I wonder what they're doing now. I wonder if they're still making music. I've never really kind of like looked too far. There's a lot of bands that I know. I listened to some tracks and thinking it sounds like it could be a fantastic album, but I never kind of look at what they did afterwards, or how many albums they had, or what their career paths led them to. Um, and sometimes it's nice to have like a bit of a surprise, because I think if you look at the entirety of somebody's like discography, without actually listening, to them, then it's kind of like it's kind of like seeing how a film like plays out without actually watching it. So you get a trailer of a film, you oh right, okay, I kind of know what's going to happen. Um, so when I watch a band like this, I don't really want to know maybe so much how if they're still going or not, if they're still playing. I always like to I have this romantic vision. I always like to kind of think that these bands will carry on forever until they're down to the last man or woman. Um, but in reality, people change, they evolve creatively, and they go off and do different projects. So, but this was definitely a really, really great performance, and yeah, man, whoever was in that audience, I think the guy said his auntie and uncle and several other members of his extended family were there, and they must have had a whale of a time. I bet they didn't expect this. Might not have even been their bag, but it'll definitely be something they'll never forget. And obviously, I mean, if they are of an age, then they probably remember Little Richard anyway, thinking, what on earth? How on earth did he come out and he's with his band? But in the 80s are fantastic because there was a lot of crossover between genres, and you have like the Beach Boys with the Fat Boys and stuff like that. Um, and it was good. It's good because it shows that people are listening to other people. Or people want to collaborate with others that are different. And I think that's where creativity kind of really sparkles, because what then maybe comes out later on is a different sort of sound. They try different things, share ideas. It's just it's what I love about music, really. I mean, you wouldn't get an aged footballer suddenly like jump in to maybe a sort of like a Premiership game. Um, but that aged footballer created some kind of magic. So it doesn't happen in sport, but in music, you can have somebody who's been around a long time collaborate with somebody who's just fresh to a scene or fresh to a style of music, and that can create something so interesting. like when two C's meet each other and you kind of get a weird, I don't know, it's just really, really cool. Anyway, I'm just babbling away. I've had a bit of coffee and I just wanted to listen to this, get a bit of energy in me, and hopefully that will see me through every day to do a couple of reactions and enjoy the Christmas break, which I'm really looking forward to. I've started already, although it does feel just like the weekend at the moment. I think when Monday comes, that's when I will really enjoy myself and chill out. I've got a few little jobs to do, a few things to get done over the holidays. But what I really want to do is kind of like reconnect with YouTube. Um, I haven't fallen out of love with YouTube or anything I do, but I have 3 channels, and I started out last year with the best of intentions to do a lot of videos, got very ill. Um, Not to the point where I wasn't able to, you know, sit in front of a camera, but most illnesses, they have a kind of tendency to just to sap your energy, and so a lot of things have happened this year. I feel a lot different about life, um, and I think through the struggles of dealing with these kind of conditions that I've had, um, no one's ever been able to put a finger on it. I have sort of feel like I want to kind of grab life with both hands and really kind of just reconnect with everything that's important now, um, and stop kind of worrying about the rest of the, pardon my French, rest of the bollocks that's going on in the world, because you can only live in a moment in your own small way, and that's really how I want to go on next year. I can't promise that I'm going to do millions of videos, um, but I'm definitely going to give myself the best chance. So physically and mentally and um, dietary and everything like that. I've been kind of working my way towards it. This year has actually taught me to look after my body a bit more as well, because just realised what a slob I'd become. So this is not like my Christmas speech, by the way. It's just want to, because I haven't had a chance to really kind of talk to you, anybody on YouTube for a long time. So it's just nice to kind of clarify things. Um, Generally I don't want to not do videos. Um, I really, really love them, but yeah, just it's for some reason I've just been like since the summer, I've just been knackered. And in fact, during the summer, I was like, it was beautiful weather, and I just couldn't enjoy it because of the way I was. I couldn't get the exercise in because of this thing that was going on. Yeah, it just weirdest year of my life. Don't really want to kind of relive it, but I want to learn from it, and I want to move on in the right direction. So, folks, if I don't hear from you before then, um, have a wonderful break if you're working, Christmas if you're Christian or pagan, maybe even. And if you're anyone else, just really enjoy the time and try and relax over the next few weeks before the old work and maybe school starts. So, for some of you who might be in college or wherever you're at, just really enjoy yourself and if you're retired, enjoy yourself forever. So, yeah, guys, take care and I'll speak to you soon.